Hey guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to make informed decisions and hopefully capitalize on what I believe is the biggest opportunity in history. And it's going to happen in 2025. The stars are aligning. I can't be more bullish. And the people I follow and the people I listen to and the smart investors, they're doing extremely well and they're all excited. But the majority of people in crypto have been getting wrecked, but they still want to hodl, right? They still want to trade cryptos like they're stocks, and they're not. Now, I do my research for me and I share with my community. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear. And in this video, you need to hear me out. Now, I'm not here to brag or rag on people, but it's time for some tough love. Now, if you're doing well, guys, keep doing it. But if you're not, stop feeling down or hating on people or saying that, crypto's over or crypto's a scam or it's manipulated. Yes, all of that. But it's still a massive opportunity if you understand the game. And what we're going to talk about in this video is risk adjusted basis. And we're going to talk about how to build out, say, your portfolio. And then we're going to talk about the chart you see on that screen. It is the most bullish chart you can possibly get. I can't be more bullish. I know I say that a lot, guys, but hear me out. If you're down in the dumps or you don't know what to do, stay with me. And I'm going to give you a lot of hope and hopefully point you in the right direction of getting a better game plan, because people are making life-changing money every day. And I'm going to prove that to you in this video. There's people making life-changing money right this minute, last week, the week before, the month before, the year before. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. Hit the like button. Heck, if you don't like it, hit the unlike button. But at least watch this video. I'll make it as short and sweet as we can. Now, before we dive into it, guys, I do coaching and I'm building out a community, a inner circle right now, and it's going to launch Friday night at midnight. And it's time to join if you want to. It's going to be half price for people that get on the launch list. You can go ahead and buy now. We're open. We're ready to roll. And if you sign up, you're going to get deep discounts. And I'm going to be giving discounts to my coaching, free coaching, draws, discounts, all kinds of stuff to everyone. So if you have an interest, stay till the end. All right, let's get into it. Now, what chart you see right now is basically others compared to total 3 minus others. So basically what you're looking at is a chart comparing the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin, and say the top 7 projects like XRP, that's not in here, Solana, not in here, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance, right? So basically the odds are the majority of your portfolio is this chart, and you're probably getting wrecked. And that gets into the risk adjusted basis, which is what I'm about to talk about. And then we'll look at this chart and I'll explain it to you. Okay, when you build out a portfolio, guys, you have to understand that if you buy, say, a top 7 project, you're not getting life-changing gains unless you put a lot of money in. Yes, if you put, $1 million in and you get a 7x, that's probably life-changing. But if you put in 10,000, it's pretty good, but no one probably did that in the bear market because they weren't looking for 5 or 7 X's, which is what the top performing assets in the top, say, 10 are going to produce and have produced. And there's been many a token like maybe SUI or Mantra that gets there, but the big gains was before they got into the top 10. Now, what do I mean by risk adjusted basis? Well, guys, if you have a portfolio, say of $50,000, and hopefully you're going to lay that out to meet your risk reward, your risk reward tolerance, right? So if you put in $50,000 and you go, I'm going to let it roll, I want a 10, 20, 30, 50x portfolio, well, then you're not going to look at the top 10 projects. You will not get what you want. But for the average person that has $50,000, they don't want to lose it, but they want to make the best upside, maybe a 7 to 15x, which is very realistic. Well, if you bought Bitcoin at 15.8 in this bull run, you're doing well. But from here, and that's what we're going to talk about from here on out, guys, if you're buying a market cap, right, like Bitcoin of a trillion, or Solana of what, 130 billion, guys, how high do you think they're going to go? I play the probabilities. Now, some people seem like two things don't matter, market cap and tokenomics, but they do, guys. And if you believe in that, well, you're probably getting wrecked. So anyway, if you want to make more money, you got to go down the risk adjusted basis, right? So I give you an example. If you don't want to lose your money, which is crypto, for the average person outside of crypto, Bitcoin is bizarrely risky. To us, that's the safest bet in crypto, right? But then you got Ethereum. And a lot of people are hating on Ethereum, but I can't imagine Ethereum not making a new all-time high in this bull run. And I'm betting on that big. It's my biggest bag at the moment, and I'm buying more. Now, if you want to get a little more risky, but be more conservative, Solana, maybe SUI, Hyperliquid's coming into the ranks of high probabilities, but how big is the upside? But see, if you compare, say, Solana, it has less risk than Hyperliquid, but Hyperliquid has a little more risk, probably 30% more risk, but probably way more than that upside, if that makes sense. So you got to compare, guys, when you're comparing these projects, you can't go buy an AI agent, which is a subset, a brand new subset of AI, thinking that it's just the same risk as Solana or SUI or something like that. You got to understand that. And if your portfolio has a different proportion than meets your risk tolerance, guys, you're probably going to wreck yourself, and you have no one else to blame but yourself. And I say that with love, and I know that is tough love. But all right, let's dive into some alpha that you can really use, and I think it help everyone. And this chart makes me bizarrely bullish, because when I said the stars are lining up, let's look at it, guys. Let's zoom out. What's going on in crypto right now? The whole world at least has heard of Bitcoin and heard of crypto and kinda understand the difference between altcoins and, say, Bitcoin, right? Look what's happening with the president. He woke a lot of people up. I know people hate the Trump coin and said, oh, he rug pulled and he killed the altcoin season. No, he didn't. Guys, I want to give you the biggest piece of alpha that you can ever have, probably, and that's debatable. But the money doesn't leave. No one is leaving crypto. You know, the 10% that is making a ton of money and have been and will continue, they're not leaving. They're stacking right now. Or they put their money in a stable coin. So they have a ton of dry powder, right? They're on the right side of crypto, right? So when you're all excited and you're buying the top back in, January, February 2024, buying the top after the election, you were getting dumped on by the smart money, right? They weren't sitting there getting greedy. They were selling into your bags. Why? Because you got to always remember this, guys. When the FOMO is crazy, that means you're getting dumped on 100% of the time. When you hear whale alerts, I got news for you guys. When you hear whale alerts, oh, a whale just moved his money over here and he moved his money over there, and it's FOMO and the fear and greed's getting up like 75, 85%, that whale's not buying, or he wouldn't be a whale, or he's a new dumb whale and he's going to lose his money. Now, everything, and I could go on and on and on about the 22 states that are looking to open up digital assets and buy Bitcoin and put it on their books, and the countries and all that. I could go on for 2 hours how positive the world is right now, in my opinion. Now the charts are lining up. Now, what is this chart? Right? This chart basically shows the altcoins, excluding the top like 10 and Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana. So the odds are your bag looks like this. Now, look at this chart, guys. It fell apart. But why am I so excited? We're getting down to the lows. There's only been 2 other times in this entire bull run that we've been down this far for the average altcoin. So let's talk about this. And I was there. I ran out of dry powder right here. I was stacking and stacking and stacking, and I was doing videos like on Injective, which if I wouldn't have ran out of dry powder, I made my first little buy and I ran out of dry powder. That was life-changing gains Injective had. Singularity Net, I did a video right there and it ripped from there. And then after everyone took their profits, that's the next low. So right now we are at the absolute, almost the absolute bottom for this entire bull run. I hope it goes lower. It's a no-brainer if you have conviction. Now, I know I'm rambling, but let me show you something, guys. You know, a lot of people are talking about, a lot of people are talking about how AI is dead, AI is a scam. You know, oh, I bought whatever, AI 16Z, I bought Griffin, I bought Virtuals, and it crashed. Well, guys, no one told you, no one made you buy the top. No one made you go all in. You could have dollar cost averaged in. And a lot of people watching this did well, maybe doubled or tripled their money because they got in a little late, didn't take anything off the table, and they have no dry powder. But this video, or this chart right here, guys, is an AI agent, Swarmsainode AI, and I can go find like 10 more that have done similar things, maybe not quite this good. But imagine the person that's done their homework, which the reason I'm talking about this and I'm aware of this is the video, the person that I have as a client who, if the bull runs over, she's done amazingly well. She brought this to my attention like a month and a half ago. She took probably 90% of her profits out, and we were having a conversation about Swarmsainode AI like a week ago back here. Guys, it was trading at a penny. Did you buy it? I have to admit, I didn't. But the smart money did. And look what happened. People with dry powder that believed in this project and didn't think that AI agents are dead bought it at a penny. Guys, it did a 6x in 3 days. Did you buy it? And here's the thing, guys. Look at the pullback. Huge pullback, right? It had a really big pullback after doing a 6x in 3 days. You know why it pulled back? The people that bought down here took their profits. They didn't say, you know, I can get a lot more profits because now I believe in it. Now here it goes again. It's bouncing off the bottom. I'm just going to hold the altcoin season. No, they took profits. And you can bet they took their initial investment out. So guys, I'm here to tell you the opportunity's right in front of you. But if you think you can just buy the top, buy the FOMO and hold the altcoin season and hope you find a retail person that's clueless, that's going to buy some bizarre numbers if we have altcoin season, which I believe we will, that's not a good game plan, guys. You got to take your profits. Now, that being said, guys, y'all know I do coaching. I just created a new coaching course. It's only $250. I think it's a phenomenal price. I'm not doing my 3 coaching session at $250 now. Now it's $799. It's still on sale for this launch. If you have an interest, go check it out. But guys, here's what I'm really proud of. Now, I hope you go through my coaching course and get into my private inner circle. You'll understand how I think, and you'll understand how I do my research and my strategy and all that. But either way, there's going to be a ton of alpha in my inner circle. My goal is to get you in that 10% club. 90% of everyone lose money, and that's why almost everyone you probably talk to every day are wrecked just like you. And I say that with love. It's tough for everyone. I wish I was even more aggressive taking profits than I have been. And I get more aggressive all through the bull run. But guys, it's go time. The price of these tokens, your favorite project, if you have conviction, is probably at the low, almost at the low of the entire bull run. So if you think there's going to be an altcoin season like I do, if you think the money, I don't think I finished talking about this earlier, the money just moves from your pocket, someone else's pocket, into someone else's pocket, moves into altcoins. Guys, there's billions stacked in altcoins. They didn't go buy real estate. They're not getting out of crypto. That money's going to rush in. You got total value locked on some of the big top 10 projects like Ethereum and Solana. Guys, those guys are going to unlock that money and move it into another project and create an altcoin type scenario. But the odds are, because what's working in this bull run is to roll in, get the FOMO going, right? Start dumping on those people, right? And if you ever struggle to take profits, guys, always add some zeros. Because think about how crazy this sounds. Because Wall Street's here. The smart money is here. Opportunity's here, but it's a different game. You're not competing against the bit boys of the world in 2017 that, bought $5,000 worth of anything and made life-changing gains. You're playing against some of the smartest, most sophisticated people in the world, the ones that buy and go short, do calls and puts and straddles. It's a whole different game. But think about it, guys. If you put in $1,000 and you got 7,000, you're like, okay, we're getting there. No Lambo, hold tight, hodl, right? Diamond hands. Add some zeros. What if you put in $1 million? Now you got 7. You're really going to hold? What if you put in $100 million, right? $500 million. No, guys, they're going to take profits. And you know what else they're going to do? They're going to take profits and then go short, because they know when they start dumping their hundreds of millions of dollars on the retail, it's going to crash. They all understand the game. And that's just one of the games, guys. And that's the type of stuff I want to teach people to have an understanding in my coaching. And those are the type heads up and thoughts that we're going to have in my inner circle. I want you to be in that top 10%. But guys, if you're thinking like the majority, you're going to get the same results. And when I worked at Bear Stearns way back in the day, we had a banner over the doorway that said, if the majority were right, the majority would be rich. It's time to change your thinking, and you should be bullish, guys. I'm telling you, the price of probably your favorite project is not going to get any cheaper in this bull run. Maybe they go lower. They can. And believe me, they can. But at least think about dollar cost averaging when you get these big red circles. All right, guys, that's all I got. I hope you come and be part of my inner circle. Get some coaching. I want the best for you. That's why I do these videos. I want you in that 10% club. And if you get the right strategy and you zoom out, I don't see how anyone's not bullish right now. And I'm going to say one more thing with love, and I'll let you go. If you're not bullish right now, and you think crypto's a scam or whatever you think, it might not be for you. And again, I say that with love. So hit the like button. If I triggered you, hit the unlike button. But either way, guys, come back and be part of this community. And let me know in the comments, are you bullish? Are you stacking? Or what? Take care, guys.